Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Round 80! All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Now let's get there. Half 85, half 85. Everyone, Mike 20.
On first down, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
43, hey, Delta. Mike, record. 43, go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Cannot get away, and down he goes. Joe Schobert able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. I get it.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is taken at the 10. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
At the 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Lucky.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hunt. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He finds his target, Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Look at ready.
Check. Watch 54. Right here. SOS.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. He's checking. Hey, watch out.
Gun.
54. Mike, 54.
What is that?
A 1st carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
I got you. Hey, check. 50, Mike. 8. Target. Back.
From the gun, here's Newton. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A toss play to Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Gun.
Check safety. Watch the safety.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? The carry here for the big tight end. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And our Bills first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Allen. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. This is Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
180! I know he ain't got it. Shift.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath, because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you. Your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 43. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Round 80. Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby. Half. Hey, Alpha.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down carry for Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike Bravo. Here we go. There we go, Mike.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have retaken the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Newton. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
That's it. Mine's 50, mine's 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 80. 20.
From the gun, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
44, Mike, 44.
Allen now on first down. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Motion. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Allen throwing again. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check, 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 check. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. 52. Everybody, Mike 20. Buzz. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Allen on third. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Middle. 6-6. Pull it high. Tighten up. Hey.
They'll run it with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down now. It's Jones fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, we got it. Good job, D. Good job.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Great.
Tight dog. Tight.
Eight.
950, Mike.
What are you?
Operating from the gun. Newton. It's complete to Fuller.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Eight.
From the gun, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They're not ready for this.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go.
Great.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Alert.
From just shy of midfield, Newton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Here we go.
Eight.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? Mike 50.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On second and 11 now. Newton. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Newton. It's caught. Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Slam. Hey, alert 3. Rotate, spell.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Smith. 7 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check back.
First down, Buffalo.
Mike 20. Wild Bill.
Allen to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Slam. Five wide. Mike 20. Hey, exit.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Now Allen. And the grab by Croft. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ford. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Smith. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Safety's creeping.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bills, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
you tryna go be? Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week.
Know the shit, they was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit, they was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate, pay their bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm